Or Appendix E, suggested chart past performance template with example. The suggested chart of the past performance template for the applicant for the previous grant. With the agreement with the applicant must provide the data with the previous objective complete with the last 5 years of the closing date with the announcement of the similar size and scope of the relevance of the grant program. Name of the previous grant or organization grantor, contact with the name of the type of the organization, email address, the telephone number, the project type of the grant, and number of the funding and amount. Project period of the performance start and end date of the part number of the participants enrolled, the type of the population, serve of the project, description of the grant project population, serve of the performance goal of the grantor, categories 1 through 3, metric total number of the participated denominator of the metric, the total number of the participation achieved with the metric, numerator of the metric, number over the metric number who achieved this metric, denominator for the metric, and the percentage rate of the actual achievement, sample unsubsidized employment and placement, name of the metric employment and educational placement, name of the metric credential degree and attainment, name 3, name of the metric retention, education, and employment, name of the metric earnings, and please specify the registered apprenticeship of the state wage, wage exit, wage exit, starting wage, and starting wage, wage exit, starting wage, and starting wage plus times 100, performance goal of the grant, category 4, performance, program performance measures, 1, provide qualitative and quantitative of the data, demonstrate with the track record with the provided effective support of the registered apprenticeship creation and expansion of that support of the delivery of key of the goals of the applicant, proposed hub, the program performance measure for the provided qualitative and quantitative of the data, the demonstrate with the effectiveness of the applicant with the forming sustain with the multi-partner networks capable of serving the registered apprenticeship as sponsor, intermediary spending rate analysis of the grant funds received with grant funds spent with the 2006 SAE number September 30th, 2020, all others completed grant total spent, total grant funds, percentage rate spending. Examples: $1 million, $800,000, $800,000, $100 million, out of $100 million, 80%. Cost per positive outcome. Provide calculation example: the total following number of individuals successfully complete the training, $1,000 million total grant funding, 500 individuals successfully completing the training, $2,000 individually successfully completing the training. Grantor signed and named above the date signed. Suggested chart with a past performance template for applicants that have never had federally or non-federally funded assistance agreement. No, applicants must provide the data of the previous projected complete within the last 5 years on the closing date of the announcement of the similar size and scope of the relevance of the apprenticeship building American Grant Program. Narrative of the previous registered apprenticeship program work-based learning objective with the external partner reference contact, the name of the title of the organization, email address, the telephone number, the funding amount with the DTK with the project period, performance start and end date with the number of individuals placed in the registered apprenticeship with the work-based learning program, total of the population, serve of the brief description, project and population, serve of the performance goal of the grant categories 1 through 3, metric performance goal of the denominator, performance no outcome, numerator, performance outcome, performance goal of the percentage rate of the actual achievement. Example: unsubsidized employment placing, name of the metric with employment and educational placement, name of the metric credential, degree and attainment, the name of the metric retention, education and employment, the name of the metric earnings, and please specify registered apprenticeship with the state wage, wage exit, starting wage exit, starting wage, and times 100%, program performance measure of the provide quantitative and qualitative data demonstrated with the track record, providing effective support with the registered apprenticeship creation and expansion of the support of the delivery of the key goals of the applicant proposed hub. Program performance measures 2 with the provide qualitative with the quantitative of the data, with the demonstrate with the effectiveness of the applicant and informing with the sustained multi-partner network with the capable of the serving the registered apprenticeship transfer for the intermediate. Spending rate analysis, fund received, funds spent, total funds spent, funds, percentage rate and spending. Example: the $1 million, $800 spent, the $800,000 spent, the 800 of the 100, $1 million is 80% of the cost per outcome, positive outcome, provide calculation, total funding for the number of individuals successfully complete with the training, 1 million total granted fund, 500 individuals successfully complete the training, 2,000 individuals successfully complete the training, authorized signature, date, and sign with Appendix F, suggested projected work plan template.